Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, as always, I want to start giving all honor, glory, and praise and worship to you, our power, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rawchaa, HAQADASH. A double honor to our apostle, elders, a great millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine. Shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on these last days, man. All right, it's your brother Kadash, representing Jim as branch here in Cleveland, Lord willing to bring out an edifying lesson to the lambs and sheep of Yahawah Shem Shah. All right. Hey, um, so like I lost my train of thought, but yeah, the title of this lesson is "Don't Have Respect or Remember Lost Wife." All right, the inspiration come from the elder brothers, Elder Maka Allah. All right, the brothers out in Cali. All right, they were going live, and one of the things that was said, as my mind was, as I was watching and my mind was being stirred up, the spirit jumped on me to go into a lesson, and then it actually gave me the title about something the brother said in dealing with Lot's wife, and that word, the inspiration comes from the word respect. All right, so we're gonna go into real quick of the etymology of the word respect. Okay, so the etymology online. Okay, so the word respect, we're gonna go to the verb version. It says to regard, notice with special attention. Okay, it says look back. So the word respect as a verb means to look back, delay. Okay, look back at, regard, consider. Right, regard, consider, back. Read means back. Spec means to observe. So respect means to observe. Read means back. So you're observing. You're observing the things that are back, if that makes sense. Or you're looking at. It says look at. All right. So you're observing the things that are behind you. Okay, that's what respect means. Respect means to observe. Read means back. Okay, it's a compound word. So we're just gonna go right into it because, all right, let me get a count in Genesis 19. Okay, this is Genesis 19, going straight to the point. Genesis 19 and let's start at let's start at 23. All right, Genesis 19:23 says the sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. Then Yahweh Shem Shah rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven, and he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the city that which grew upon the earth. Right. So the destructions to Sodom and Gomorrah, like it says in the New Testament, you know what I mean. It was made as an example. All right, to those who live ungodly. Okay, so like it says in Jeremiah 30, Yahweh Shah is bringing the intents of his heart in these latter days. These like he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. It was an intent of his heart, man, his mind, Bob, right? It was an intent of his mind. So the destruction that came again, like I said, was an intent of his mind, which means that anybody that was destroyed according to the Yahweh Shah's wrath, it was intentional. Okay, so when you have the mindset as Lot's wife, the destruction for yourself will be intentional. Okay, because that means that you're contrary to life, you're contrary to Yahweh Shai. So therefore you have to intentionally be purged or destroyed. All right, taken out of the way because you now are acting as a virus to the things that is living. Okay, it says, and he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the city and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind and she became a pillar of salt. And that's the basis of the lesson, because don't have respect, meaning don't look back. Don't look back. Okay, it says don't look back. It says don't regard the things in your life that you have your cars, your house, the relationships of people, anything, man. You have to be willing to even give up your family, all right, for Yahawah, Yahawashai, man. You see, you have to understand what you truly are a part of, knowing that there's no such thing as death, knowing that this is not the end, and so forth and so forth. See, you panic and you start to veer off from the path when you don't understand these things, and when you lose sight of those things. Okay, that's why it's truly important for us to understand. We have to have the knowledge, we have to have the wisdom and the understanding. Okay, it's very important, man. When you go to Luke, let's go to Luke real quick because Yahweh Shai had gave an example. Let's go to Luke 17. It says, let's go straight to the point, man. Hey, that's cold because at the top it says instructions. All right, and that's what the Lord had gave. So like he had gave instructions, and he gave instructions on what we are to do, what we are to follow. It says, Luke 17:30, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So it is talking about the end time, when Yahweh Shah is going to come into the face of those who afflicted him. I mean, into the face of those who, afflicted him. You know what I'm saying? And all right, because they afflicted Yahweh Shai, all right, as well as the nation of Israel, and made no account of our labors, man. You know, but Yahweh Shah is not going to meet thee as a man. So when he comes, okay, you're gonna know what's going on. It says, in that day he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. So Yahweh Shah, it says, Yahweh Shah said, remember Lot's wife. Okay, this is a red letter. Remember Lot's wife. Why is he saying remember Lot's wife? Because he said, let him likewise not return back. Right, returning back to the old self, man. Your old ways, man. Okay, don't have respect. Meaning what? Don't have is one of the words specifically. Don't have regard for the things that you're leaving behind, man. All right, don't have regard for the things you're leaving behind, man. That includes people, places, and things, man. Okay, because it's all meant to purge. When you go into what's that? Second Peter. Let's see. Yeah, that's Second Peter. Let me see if I can get that real quick. This is Second Peter 3:12. Look for and hasting unto the coming day of Yahawah, BAHASHAM Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire should be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The elements, the computer I'm going live on, the phones, to chairs, to beds, to doors, to door stops, to vehicles, to what I'm saying, buildings. It all come from the earth. It's all made up of elements. All right, you can't have anything that you see today, from bottles to caps to wine bottles, trash cans, brooms, baby gates to phones, like I said, and whatever, man. A house, it comes from the elements. It comes from the elements, which means it comes from the earth. So the Yahweh Shemini Shah says, "In the elements shall melt with fervent heat." So everything's gonna be burned up, man. Okay, everything, all the elements, meaning everything that you see that comes from the earth, it has to be purged. Okay, it has to be purged. All right. So going back, Yahweh Shemini Shah said, "Let him likewise not return back." Return back to what? Return back to the old ways, the things that you care, that a person might care about. All right, those things are going to be burned up because they're a part of the elements. They have no relevance to salvation or relevance to the kingdom, man. Everything in this life has been tainted and corrupted, man. Mainly here in Babylon the Great and in the Holy Land, man. So Yahweh Shah said, "Remember Lot's wife." Why? Because so that they don't overtake you. Excuse me. So that they don't overtake you as a thief, man. You know, it says, "Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it." Okay, we lose our life now so that it can be preserved for when the heat is brought to it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that it can be preserved so that when the heat is brought to the world, we don't take part, we are not partakers of, you know what I'm saying, the downfalls of society and the judgment that is coming to society. 34, it says, I tell you, in that night there should be two men in one bed, the one should be taken and the other one shall be left. Two women should be grinding together, the one shall be taken and the other left. Two men should be in the field, like the one shall be taken and the other left. And the answer said unto him, where, Lord? And he said unto them, wheresoever the body is, thither will the eagles be gathered together. So when you, matter of fact, let me go here. We close out with this. Matthew 19. We're gonna start up though to the point. We're gonna read all the way down, Lord willing. At 16, it says the rich young ruler, right? It says, Matthew 19:16, behold, one came and said unto him, good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto and he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahawah. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He said unto him, which Yahweh said, thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? 21, Yahweh said unto him, if thou will be perfect. So this young man was saying that he's doing everything Yahweh is already saying to do. So he said, what lack I? Like where am I, what am I lacking? Yahweh said, what did Yahweh say? He said, Yahweh said unto him, if thou will be perfect. So even all that, he still wasn't perfect. How is he going to be perfect? It says, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. And that's what the Lord said. He said, sell what you have so you can come and follow me. Because you got to remember Yahawah, and you got to know Yahawah is the bridge to the Father, man. He's our mediator. He's our lawyer. Or he's a priest. He's the one that's pleading our cause before the judge, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. So again, going back to the title, don't have respect, man. Don't look back about onto your possessions that you might hold and have in that day. You see, that's why Yahweh Shai, and in the grand scheme of things, you're gonna have brothers that got a decent living and all that, but it's like it. Even that, man, it's levels to that because Yahweh Shai made us poor. He said he's chosen the poor and the meek of the earth, man. He's made us in this condition so that we have no choice but to be sincere towards him and to what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? Because when you ain't got nothing, man, or you gotta believe in something to change your situation. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got nothing, you gotta believe that you're gonna get out of that situation. And when you ain't got nothing, you gotta believe whatever you believing in is the way. That's why you got so many different versions of the truth and or different, explanations of the truth. And so many people Israelites is into so many things because that's what happened to them. So we got to remember that, man. Yahweh Shai is merciful and he's gracious and he sent his son to pave the way for us, man. So that's how we are made perfect in the body defiled, man. Okay, we're made perfect in spirit. It says Yahweh Shai said unto him, if thou will be perfect. So hey, he still wasn't perfect. Go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, that thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. But when the young man had heard that saying, he went away sorrowful. Now, why would you go away sorrowful if you have everlasting life, man, being presented before you? For he had great possessions. That's why he went sorrowful, because he had too much investments into the earth. Your main investment should be into the treasures in heaven, all right, into the heavens. Your main investment should be into Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and what it all entails, man. what your teachers teach you, and what the Spirit gives you. You know what I'm saying? So we don't care about our worldly possessions, man. We're gonna get this 1,000 times over, man. Soon come. I ain't talking about 10 years from now. I'm talking about soon come. Okay, I'm talking about soon come, whatever that means to you. Matthew 19:23. Then said Yahawashi to his disciples, verily I say to you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because he's attached to his investments. He's attached to the things that are going to be purged in society, which are the elements. Okay. He had respect, meaning he admired and he observed. Going back to that word, he observed, and he delayed because of how many possessions he had. He tried to delay, all right, those things being taken away from him. Don't they? People do that in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You might not have been able to make a payment, so you delay. You know what I'm saying? Time, like you might have like do something on it, or that's delaying the time you have to pay it. Like you know what I'm saying, or the time they have to repossess the item and so forth. All right, that's having respect into that possession, man. You're intertwined with it too much that you're trying to figure out every way possible to hold on to it. And that's why Yahweh Shah said, remember Lot's wife, because she looked back, man. She looked back when salvation was at her front door. When she was on her way to salvation, she looked back because she probably thought about her friends and family and what she was leaving behind and so forth. She had respect unto it. She regarded it, and it says, notice what a special attention. You see, she had her she faceted on that more so than Yahweh Shemiah Shah. So that's why it was easy for her to look back. She didn't win a spiritual battle. You see, she lost. So the Lord turned her to a pillar of salt, and he didn't hesitate, man. He didn't hesitate not one bit. Matthew 19:23 then said Yahweh Shah to the disciples, verily I said to you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven because of the attachment he has with his possessions. It says, and again I say unto you, so Yahushua is repeating himself, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And that eye of a needle is actually going into all right, a camel, like it's like a door. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's like a door where the camel will go into. Okay, that's the needle. It says a camel to go through the eye of a needle. It's talking about a door, because a camel will have to crouch down. It will have to humble itself. Okay, because you know it got the humps on their back, and it's big, but it would have to crouch down like a cat or a dog or a smaller animal to go through the needle of the door, go through the smaller frame. It will have to, that when you bow down and you crouch to something smaller, that's a humbling. So the camel will have to humble himself and go through the entrance of the doorway. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle so the Lord is saying it's easier for that to happen than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, because you know the possessions that he got, man. You know it puts him as a god, man. You know, and that's what everybody aspire to be in this world, a god, in they own frame, man. You know. It says when his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, "Who then could be saved?" So they like, "Yo, man, so that's the case. Then who could be saved, man?" But Yahushua beheld them, and said unto them, "With this," it says, "with men this is impossible. With the Most High, all things are possible." It's like it. With men this is impossible. But with Yahweh Yahushua, all things are possible. The disciples are rewarded. You see the title. Then answered Peter and said unto him, "Behold, we have forsaken all," and that's the point. Bragatha, that's the point. It says, don't, like again, the title, don't have respect. Meaning what? Meaning forsake it, man. Forsake all, man. Forsake all, bro. It's not worth it. Your woman, your children, the house, because they go, if you can do that, the Lord was he's gonna say, it said you may save those that hear. It said you may save you and your house, as the scripture say, roughly going into that. Because when you oblige and you abide by the rules of Yahweh Shai, everything else is automatic. So that's why what makes it easier to actually forsake them. I don't give a damn about none of this, man. You get what I'm saying? Because I know if I have this mindset and I push toward the mark, you know what I'm saying, with truth and sincerity, and I'm willing to give all this up, for the power of the universe and his beloved son, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to give according to his promise, which is 100-fold, man. He's going to give us our wives, children, or child or children, okay, whether it's plural or singular. He's going to give us that back 100-fold, bro. That's why it's easy to forsake it all. Hey, man, she gotta die. They gotta die, bro. Hey, it is what it is. Because we understand what's going on, bro. It makes it that way. We're going to see him on the chariot because we were willing to sacrifice it all for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's what a martyr is. A martyr is a witness. When you go into the word, a witness holds the what? The testimony. Testimony is synonymous with witness. And what's the testimony? Revelations 19:10. It's the testimony. It's the spirit of prophecy. So we are the witnesses to this man's crimes that he's committed on the earth. So we're willing to forsake it all because we have a testimony that's going to lock this man away forever, and then to the point that it's so bad that he's going to be destroyed. And we're never going to have to look at an Edomite again, man. And that's all because we forsook it all and we believe and we have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and his word, man. And it says, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? 28, and Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, meaning back in a generation, meaning back or seed, in the back into the seed line, right? Meaning incarnation, back into the flesh. When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, that's everything that a man possesses, for my name's sake, for his essence, for his character, and for his image. Name means shum, which means reputation. For his reputation's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So again, going back to the title, don't have respect. Remember Lot's wife, man. Hey, everything we hold dear to ourselves in this realm, it ain't shit. You know why? Because it's attached to some form of sin. It's going to keep you in sin. Everything that you have in from your house to your vehicle to everything you have. Now, don't get me wrong. We fly. We Israelites, man. We're going to have the flyest things, and there's nothing we have in this life, even if you're a billionaire, can compare to what the kingdom has in store for those who love him, man. Mainly the elect and so forth, all Israel that's going to be born back into the loins of the elect. We understand this. You understand? So, look, man, at the end of the day, you know, hey, it's not worth it, man. Ask yourself this one question. Is the things that I possess worth my salvation? Is the things that I possess worth deliverance, which is salvation? Is the thing that I possess worth any ounce of Yahawah's love, mercy, and what his sacrifice was about? Is it worth this putting that behind you? Is it worth it? You got to ask yourself these questions and be real with yourself, as the elder brother Amar always talk about. You got to be honest with yourself, man. You got to be real with yourself. You got to have conversations with self. Where the nigga say, Mr. Brown, back in the day, that nigga off that Tyler Perry shit, he said self say, you know what I mean? So yourself, you got to have a conversation, man. You got to meditate on greatness. You understand what I'm saying? We kings, man. So, hey, at the end of the day, it says, hey, don't have respect. Remember Lot's wife. So if you have this mindset, man, you're not gonna, and you remember Lot's wife, how she got turned to a pillar of salt. You know what I mean? Hey, man, you got to remember that Yahweh Shah, he's gonna act immediately. He's not gonna put off again. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna, when the judgment comes, it's gonna happen immediately, especially in the times we're moving into, because that's what it's about. His glory being revealed into the earth. You know what I mean? And the son of perdition being revealed and him going out the earth. That's what this is about. So, hey man, Lord willing, hey, this was edifying. Remember, don't have respect. You know what I'm saying? Don't have respect, meaning what? Don't have regard, don't observe, don't look back. Remember Lot's wife, man. Don't look back at the things that you so-called possess, because none of it is yours anyways. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds contradictory to what I said earlier, but what I mean is that it's not yours because you're not in the position or status to claim that it's yours. It belonged to the devil. You see, because it's yours, but what he did was he put a corrupt vibration on everything. Because technology is amazing, man. Technology is from the heavens. You think the chariots and all the things that we're going to possess, that's technology, man, in its edifying form. And but Esau has corrupted technology. He's corrupted things that can advance the human race, if you will. He's corrupted it to the point that it seems like it's advancing, but it's actually destroying you. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, man, remember Lot's wife, don't look back, man, because YAHWASHI, he going to make good on his promise, bro. That word respect, again, is to what? Again, we're going to close with that. Respect means what? Notice with special attention, to regard, to look back, to delay. Don't delay YAHWASHI's coming, like it says in Matthew 24. It says, look back at, consider. Don't consider the shit you leaving behind. Damn, man, you know what? I had my favorite hat in the closet. Damn, I should have grabbed it before the fire had hit it. Nigga, F that hat, man. Cause it's probably mixed fabric anyways, and you ain't gonna be able to take it on the chariot anyways. So it's very important that we understand what we're a part of and understand what's going on. So with that, amen. Lord willing, it's edifying again. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Hey, again, double honor to our apostle. It was a great millstone. All right, who will well teach well sound doctrine, peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. All right, hey, man, hey, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? That this is the year. If not, hey, it's up to the Lord, man. Next year for sure, man. I don't see it going past. I do not see it going past. I repeat that again. I put that on record. I do not see it going past 2024. It's a scary feeling. It's a scary thing to think about, but it's a good scary. You know what I'm saying? It's a scary because you don't know where you fall, but it's a good scary because at the same time you understand that, you know, like King David said, you know, he'd rather be a doorman or in the house of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So we had that mindset. It is, hey man, as long as this place is destroyed, man, done away with, man, and Israel's back on top, righteousness, man, most importantly, Yahweh Shai name reigns on the earth. He's the power of the earth, and everybody reverence him. You see what I'm saying? That's what I care about personally. Is Yahweh Shai's name being properly honored, man? Because niggas would be talking crazy, man. You know, they be talking crazy against our power, man. The true power of the universe. Let's talk about that in Psalms 9. They forgot the Lord. So he's going, you know. So, hey, man. So, hey, again, man. Lord willing, it's edifying again. Bible ball. Till next time, hey, man. Shalom, man. You know, till next time, man. Shalom. Shalom, Mark. Y'all watching the show, man. Shalom.